got that.
It went.
Okay, so
I don't know if it fully went, but
I gotta try to get
I definitely felt
It dropped.
Yeah.
We're committed now.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's heavy. That's heavy. Somebody hang on to it.
I got it.
It's full of water probably.
Okay.
Get a clamp or something on that
Yeah.
because it's about ready to cut loose.
Come loose.
It's heavy actually.
It is way heavy.
Okay,
I
see
don't know.
what that does.
That ain't gonna do it, no.
It's not gonna hold nothing.
Just pull up.
Okay.
We're running out of time.
All right,
Yep.
get where
Oh,
Jake can
somebody
grab
get a hold
and
of it because I'm about ready to let go.
go ahead.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't break the pipe.
Okay.
You want to hook it on the side?
Turn it and let hook that on the side. There we go.
Nice job, man. Nice job.
That shitter is.
Well, good morning. So we've been talking about it in other spots, so this shouldn't be a, oh, it's a sticker. I was like, is there a hole in the camper? It's a sticker coming off. All right, squirrel. But this is our next project. And looking at the chart here was 28 faucets for this 86 gallon. This is our project for today. Just waiting right now for Mama to be done uploading our coffee chat from this morning. And once that's done, then I can cut the internet because I don't know if we'd ever covered it, but I know we've talked about it a little bit. Our main internet router is right here in the well house because this well house was the only permanent structure that we had up at the time that we got internet brought out. So I've got to be able to cut the internet, so she's got to have a video uploaded, then we can power down the internet and get all this stuff out of here, and then hopefully that big old tank's gonna fit through this little bitty door. I think it's gonna be a tight fit. Mama's done uploading the video. That means we can go ahead and unhook our power. Now it's important, let me just pull you off there a minute. I marked each one of these so you know where they're at. Sometimes you have different wiring and it's easy to know, but you got, you know, two sides on each part of the pressure switch, and just this is how it's hooked up, so it makes more sense to go ahead and run it this way. So I don't have power here now, which is good because when this is all going, that's 220, y'all, and well, that pokes a little bit. So let's go ahead and get this part disconnected. Okay guys, so fun times. They did everything with this smaller version in 1 inch, but I bought 1.25 inches. So not the end of the world. As per mandatory of every project, right? We've got to go to town. With this upgrading, so the bigger tank, the standard coming out of the bottom, is 1.25 inches. So I bought the 1.25 inch one, not thinking about the line that they have coming from the well. We just got to get this cleaned out of here, and then I'm gonna go over everything that I have and see what else that I might need to buy when I go to town. I'm gonna go through this and do up a parts list, and then I guess we're making a parts run. Okay, so we made it back. We had to go to Lowe's and Home Depot because, well, Lowe's didn't have all the right parts I wanted, but this is our water softener. We bought it for the RV and then never used it, and we want to try to rig it in, which looks like it's gonna work. Man, we might be getting somewhere, folks. All right, let me set you up so you can watch and supervise what we're doing. We got that cut out of there. Next is gonna be, I'm gonna move these blocks, try to level this dirt out, and then bring the blocks back in. So it won't fit. Plan B coming up soon. We only had to do some slight modifications to get it in there. You know, like take half the well house apart. But it's in there.
And it looks dang good.
And we got her leveled up. I mean, obviously I still got to put my pipe in the bottom, but I can do that from here. I'm not taking it back out, I don't think. If we just get that T on there and then just crank her tight, so. All right, guys, well, we're gonna work on trying to piece this thing together. Gotta get some thread tape and pipe dope on things and start assembling it one little piece at a time.
Well, good morning, guys. While Jason and Jake are working on the well, I am starting to up pot some of my tomatoes that are ready. So I'll kind of give you a quick walkthrough of how I choose to up plant. So I've already screeded my dirt, and I just am taking it from the grow bags that I had the pepper plateau in last year, and I just wanted to get the big chunks out. It did all right, and then I mixed in just a little bit of rabbit poo. That way I've got some instant fertilizer in there, and I'm up potting into this size pot, and I'll kind of show you the process that I do with that. The first thing I did was so I put just a little bit of dirt in the bottom, and then I watered it so that I had a good watering all the way through. Oh, there's a rock. And then I just kind of make a little volcano in the bottom. I know you probably can't see that. And then I get that one ready. And right now I'm working on some beef steaks. So I'm going to use a fork and pull out my tomato, and it's got beautiful root system there. But the first thing I do is I pop off these little side shoots, because I want to pot this all the way up so that it grows a really nice root system. So I'll drop that down into my little pot there, and then fill in around the edges, covering up that entire stem, because each one of those little hairs on that stem is going to create a root. And then when I'm done, I only have that much sticking out of the little pot. So I stick a little tag in there, lesson learned from last year, and then I can move on to the next one. Not the best sprinkling can, but you know, from the dollar store, it works. Okay, so I ended up moving all of the herbs to the side greenhouse. That way all of the herbs and flowers are in one spot, and that freed up quite a bit of space for my up potting. So now I'm gonna go through and probably pull some Romas and get those up potted.
Okay, fun times. So I just sent Jake back to the store again because, you know, well, funner projects without multiple trips to the store. Yeah, it'll be a little bit, guys. But, all right, I'll check in when I get some stuff going.
Ah, well, hello again, guys. Sorry, it got so hot in the greenhouse that the camera shut down. It was registering 110 degrees in there, and I worked until I started feeling woozy, and I'm like, yeah, no, time to move to an outside project. So while the guys are working on the well, I am going to start my side project, and I need to build a stanchion for the goats. I've started to really gain their trust, and I think I want to get the stanchion in there, start feeding them on the stanchion, and kind of work my way up to me getting to milk them. But that starts with the stanchion. I've seen some pictures. I've looked at what I have available for supplies. I'm just going to go with it, guys. It's probably going to be really, really super heavy because I'm going to use the scraps from the 2x6s from the studio build, but that's what the tractor's for, right? All right, well, I've already got all my pieces cut, so I'm going to start assembling the frame. I brought down my handy dandy little hunting stool because that's probably going to be the stool that I use while I milk. And so I wanted it ergonomic and height correct for me to be milking. And so I think I've come up with those measurements. And now I've cut all my pieces so I can start getting them assembled. I think you can see where I'm going with this.
How's it coming, Toots?
It's coming.
Looking good, baby.
Thank you.
I mean, the station's all right, too.
It is high. Loving it, not complaining. Okay, so I went and cut the scrap 2x6s for the platform, and then I didn't have enough room for doing a whole second one, so I put a 2x4 in here, and it almost fit perfect. So I'm gonna be milking from this side, so I kind of wanted this side prettier. I don't care about the other side. All right, that takes care of that. So I have these deck thingies that we had for our house up north. We bought an extra packet of them. I wasn't just gonna leave them there now, y'all. So, I mean, is that about right? I think it might be. You know what? I'm gonna go consult the Build It Better Yourself Homesteaders book that we have, a little homesteading Bible. Hold that thought, I'll be right back. It's hot. The Climata is refreshing. Don't judge. Gladys over at Ivy's Family Factotum got me kind of hooked on these puppies. And it's true. When you're blistering hot and you're just plain thirsty, these are refreshing. All right, break time's over, back to work. But I wanted a ramp that I could remove. I will be moving this probably more than not. And so I didn't want to build the stanchion with the ramp on it or attached to it. So I came up with a really cool idea. I wanted it firmly attached so that it wouldn't scare the goats or whatever. So it should just lift right off, and I should be able to move it myself. And then this just slides up over. Oh, it might take me a hot minute to figure it out, but it attaches. I got all my tools cleaned up. I covered the saw because it's supposed to possibly rain tonight. I didn't want to bug the guys while they were still working on the water well. But I forgot to turn the key off in the side-by-side and it went dead. So I didn't have that. So I carried over the ramp on my own, and then Jake helped me carry the stanchion. I didn't get pictures of that, y'all, but I'll take you over there because I think it's gonna work. So hold on. I know, I'm getting there. Hold on. I think it'll work just fine. It holds up to the ladies. They seem to be doing well with feeling comfortable eating on it. Day by day, I'll slowly start feeding them in it and getting them used to me touching them when they're eating. It's all a process, I guess. I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong. I'm just doing it what feels right to me. So I'm gonna go check on the guys, see how close we are to getting water.
It's starting to get a little dark. You really can't see. So we've got I put this T in to go over there for an outdoor spigot, but then the 3/4 line I had wouldn't fit. So yeah, that's plugged right now. Comes up, this will be the future going up to the camper, but this is going to the house right now. The pipe's running up. It's gonna come down and go in there to the water softener. I have to flush the water softener a little bit, and then a line will go from here back over to the black pipe. I've got the new pressure switch on, a drain valve, new pressure gauge because my old gauge broke coming off, a pressure relief, and then my shut off there. We were able to get this recombobulated, so now the only thing I have left is I'm going to switch out the control box, because between that and the tank, that's kind of what the issue was anyway. So I'm going to put, I might not actually have to wire that. I'm going to see if the new lid will fit on that one. If it does, game on. So, all right guys, we're gonna get at it. I know it's getting dark, but I still gotta get water before midnight. Well, day 2 of the saga, but I got back up. Well, we went ahead and cut the top off, y'all. And I know you can't see in there, but we dropped the rock and it went
A long way before plunk.
it was a whole lot of rattle plunk. But the other part that I was kind of hoping wasn't true, but it is, we got to dig this end out, which isn't that bad a deal. I got the backhoe. We're gonna fire it up here in a minute and dig it down to where we can, and then we'll do it by hand what we have to. But yeah, it's Arkansas. We don't dig by hand. But we're gonna have to dig it out because it looks like, however deep that is, and it's a lot, it's all PVC. So we have to, where the line comes out the casing. So if you look, can you see it? Well, just open your eyes. It's right there. Don't you? No? Okay. Anyways, there's a connection in there. Maybe we'll put some light on the subject. All right, you see where that yellow line, that thing right there. Yeah, where my finger's pointing. Don't look at everything else. So it comes out of there, goes over, and comes up in the well pump. And well, we got to get down to that because we have to cut that connection off from there to be able to pull the line in, and then, well, things will get interesting from that point. We're going to have to just pull sections of pipe up, which won't be too horrible, I don't think. I mean, there's 3 of us. If we got to rig some stuff up, we're going to rig some stuff up. Believe you me, we'll find a way. I got a tractor that says it'll come out if I got enough room to back it up. So, okay, well, let me get the tractor going, and then maybe we'll do some work. Noisy thing. Hey, we made it and we didn't break them. Now, if I were a shovel, where would I be?
got the...
It went.
Okay, so
I don't know if it fully went, but
I gotta try to get
I
this.
definitely felt.
It dropped.
Yeah.
We're committed now.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's heavy. That's heavy. Somebody hang on to it.
I got it.
It's full of water probably.
Okay.
Get a clamp or something on that
Yeah.
because it's about ready to cut loose.
Come loose.
This is heavy, actually.
It is way heavy.
Okay,
I
see
don't know.
what that does.
That ain't gonna do it, no.
It's not gonna hold nothing.
Just pull up.
Okay.
We're running out of time.
All right,
Yep.
get where
Oh,
Jake can
somebody
grab
get a hold
and
of it because I'm about ready to let go.
go ahead.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't break the pipe.
Okay.
You want to
Turn
hook
it
it on the side?
Turn it and let hook that on the side. There we go.
Nice job, man. Nice job.
That shitter is.
What do you want to do?
Well, I got to get this one out because I need to be able to match up the pump and make sure we get the right pump. So I'm gonna pull it all and then we'll be able to.
How's it suspended?
By the wire. Well, that and the PVC pipe. So
I'm gonna toss this out there. At what point do we just call a well company?
why?
I'm just saying.
Do you?
Have you told them?
I
I
don't
guess
want-
it's one of those. I mean, I think we can pull it.
Okay. All right.
If we get to a point where it's like, okay, this is beyond our capability. But at this point right now, it's literally just muscle.
Okay.
I mean, I've got to dig this line out because we have to cut it over here where it goes into the casing.
Okay.
And that's why I dug this out, was I need to cut that out because it's PVC all the way down. So we have to just pull all that out. So
Well, we'll divide and conquer. I'll make a run to the feed store, get more water, come back. I'll hook up the rainwater catchment and hope we have enough time. Okay. I love you.
I love you. Hey, this is Jason calling again. Hey, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pull that trigger if you can get us on a schedule this afternoon. Yeah, it's time to just let somebody come in and do the job the right way and not watch and learn. So, okay, I guess I'll bring you back when we do that. Well, good morning. It's a very, very soggy morning. We survived the storm, so everything's good. Guys, I pulled in the professionals. This looks like a way easier than trying to pull it by hand. That thing's not even struggling. All right, I'm gonna set you up and let you watch it all. All right, guys, well, we got one stick on there still, but 420 feet. That's how much pipe was down there. And the water level is down at 100, like 142, 140 feet. So that's a lot of water. It did have a 1-horse pump, so that was good because I've been thinking about upgrading, but evidently I don't need to upgrade. I already had one. We are going to go ahead and put a little bit bigger. It's going to be a 1-horse 7. So give me a minute and I'll show you some more detail. So looking at that pump, looking at the numbers and that, they're pretty sure it's about a 2004. Oh yeah, and then I forgot. So as we were pulling it up, which is probably not a bad plan anyways, was, yeah, we found a couple spots that were rubbed raw on the wire. So we're gonna get a new pump, new wire, and looks like we can reuse all the pipe. So hopefully that saves us a couple dollars there. Well, if I would have called a day sooner, we could do this without all the mud.
Yeah.
He told me though, he's charging me double because it's extra muddy. I said that was fair.
I said triple.
Huh?
I said triple.
Oh. Look at this, guys. We get rid of that welded on Billy Bob rigging shenanigans that was there and get an actual well cap. I didn't properly plan the build of this well house. Well, there it is, guys. So right now we just have it coming off the drain. I don't have it hooked to the rest of this system or going to the house yet, because we do have the tank full. The well is pumping really awesome. What we did was pump the water back in. We added a gallon of bleach, which is something I wanted to do from the get-go, but because that old well cap was welded on, I couldn't really do that. So we're gonna let that sit for probably an hour or two is what he told me. And guys, if you're up here north central Arkansas, anywhere around Allen's, out of the mountain home area, he was recommended by our lovely neighbors and amazing friends Bob and Donna Teague. But yeah, Burden well drilling, or drilling, and those guys came in and knocked it out of the park, guys, because it's 10 minutes to 11 right now and they're in out and I have it. I did have an offer from another amazing friend here locally, because he had bought the tool, that we could have pulled this ourselves. He's got the actual tool to do it, but it would have been, I think he said he did his and it was 120 some feet and it took him about 5-6 hours. So this was 420 feet. I can only imagine. It costs a little bit, but guys, it was I paid for professional to do it, and now I'm good to go. And so yeah, we're gonna let that sit. I think I can actually go finish my breakfast now, because I didn't get to do that, but everything's back and live and we're good to go, guys. So we're just if you don't believe me, the mud through here. But we'll be showering and running. I'm gonna let that sit a couple hours. I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I've gotta get the nugget put back somewhere, not in that hole, because it's a muddy mess. And we'll go from there. So thanks for coming along, guys. We appreciate all your support and prayers and concerns, and you know, we're eventually gonna get back to that. I mean, we gotta flourish things. So all right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. But hey there. So we've got this going. I've got water cycling. But what I'm gonna do, since I already have a trench here and we need a water line buried over there, and I have the poly pipe to do it, so while the ground's, you know, I'm gonna fight because the clay's gonna stick in the bucket, but it's easier to dig when the ground is wet. So I'm gonna go ahead, fire up blue, get it over here, and run me a trench, probably coming off this side, so I'm clear of that, because I'll be able to pop my line up through the well house there and make a trench that goes as straight as I can to kind of land in between Jake's cabin and the fifth wheel. And then we're going to put a frost-free hydrant over there, and that's going to eliminate the internet line running across the ground that we keep driving over and the garden hoses. Just one more step while I'm out. Mama's in the Matrix today trying to get stuff out for y'all to be able to watch this stuff, and I think some tractor therapy is a good thing to do right now. So all right, I'm gonna set you guys up and enjoy a little bit of digging in the mud.